Welcome into Seahawks Today. I am your host, Will Ortner, and we are discussing the breaking news around Grey Zabel. Is it positive? Is it negative? I'll let you know here in just a moment, but this is why you subscribe to the channel. The minute that there is breaking news, I get out a video for you guys. You don't ever want to miss out on the breaking news content that we have going here on Seahawks Today. So go in, hit that subscribe button, and help us out here on the channel. Now, when it comes to your rookie left guard, Grey Zabel, it is the best news possible. I think I speak for a lot of Seahawk fans when I say Zable getting up off the turf after that game, unable to walk off the field under his own power, needing multiple members of the Seahawks training staff to help him off the field. I think my season flashed before my eyes. It was one of the most bittersweet moments, too, because finally the Seahawks get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker gets his first touchdown against the Rams this season, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, it was a 9-point game, but now, hey, the Seahawks are kind of back in this one. Maybe we can go and get a victory, and then instantly it was, oh no. No, there's our key rookie left guard who, honestly, his addition to this ball club has been a massive knock out of the park for John Schneider. I mean, how many times has Schneider gone into the draft and drafted offensive linemen that just haven't panned out? Now, he's done a pretty good job out on the edges. Obviously, Charles Cross, Abe Lucas, those are both his guys. Both pretty darn good, I would say. But when it comes to the other positions in the interior, he's really struggled. Just look at Christian Haynes. That's not meant to be a shot at Haynes. It's just unfortunately the truth. Zable has come in and absolutely been a knock out of the park for the Seahawks. He hasn't really given up too many pressures. He's one of the best pass grade rookie guards out there in the NFL right now. He's doing great in the run blocking schemes as well, doing a great job of getting up to linebackers, moving defensive linemen ahead of him. I mean, shoot, that little scene that he had there with Campbell, the Arizona Cardinals, they're going back and forth. Oh, I've had 115 sacks. Well, you didn't get 116 against me. That's awesome, man. He's got the great attitude for your Seahawks. There's a toughness, there's a tenacity, and you couldn't afford to lose him for that long. Head coach Mike Macdonald went on his radio show earlier today, and he kind of danced around it. Hey, it looks like it's good. We're going to be on the up and up, but Zable is going to get his MRI right now. I don't want to say yes for sure he's going to be good to go. No, he's not going to be good to go. And finally, the Seahawks did get the good news that we've been looking for, that we've been hoping for. And that, of course, is today during his press conference with the media on a Monday, Mike Macdonald did say that Grey Zabel is going to be day to day with a knee injury. Now, I think this is a gigantic sigh of relief for a lot of Seahawks fans, myself included, because after seeing one drive, Christian Haynes, I'm good. I'm 100% good. I understand that you just came off the IR. I understand that you just got activated to being able to play in games. I understand all of the things surrounding Christian Haynes. I'm good. I don't need to see him on the field. I've seen him enough. He is not Grey Zabel. He's not Anthony Bradford. There's a lot of complaints that Seahawks fans have about Anthony Bradford. Anthony Bradford beat out Christian Haynes. It wasn't that he's starting because Christian Haynes got hurt. Anthony Bradford went out and beat him during training camp. So I think I'm good there. The prospect of being down two of your starting offensive linemen is also a huge loss, because remember what was originally said by head coach Mike Macdonald: if there was an injury at either guard, Jalen Sundell would move out to that guard spot, whether it was left or whether it was right, and then Olu Oluwatimi would come in and he would be basically your sixth offensive lineman. He would just be your starting center. Now, with Sundell being out and going on to the injured reserve, not going to be basically available for the next month or so for the team, well, really, you're not on your sixth offensive lineman, you're on your seventh offensive lineman. And I do think that that is important to denote when it comes to who would be the backup for Zable in this one. Now, the question is how many games is he going to miss? I think there's a couple of different factors that we should dive into on today's show that kind of tells me, let's maybe wait a little bit. I think the first reason that you should wait a little bit is because of who you're going to be playing this week for the Seahawks. What's important is you're playing the Tennessee Titans. Hey, I don't know if you know this about the Tennessee Titans. They absolutely suck. They are not good at football. They've already let go of one head coach, and I can tell you right now, it doesn't feel like the interim is on the most stable of grounds over there. I would also tell you that aside from Simons in the middle for the Titans, no one really on that defense scares me. A lot of their good corners and a lot of their good players just either aren't playing up to par or they got rid of them looking at Roger McCreary, right? So if I'm the Seahawks, let's let the kid heal, man. You're playing a team that you don't need Grey Zabel to beat. You can beat that team with whoever you want to throw out there. Is it Cable do? Is it Haynes? Do you want to give? Maybe you try and throw someone in at tackle and then let one of the other guys bounce in at guard. I don't really know. Maybe you move Olu Oluwatimi out to a guard and you bring in one of the other offensive linemen that has played center, have them play center. These are all options. I think the easiest move and the move that Seattle will make is Christian Haynes going into that left guard spot. Yeah, I don't love it. Totally okay with it against the Tennessee Titans. They're not a ball club that's ever going to scare me personally. They're just not a good team. You outclass them. You're going to dominate them. I'm not worried about it. In fact, I think a lot of your key players and key contributors, if they're nicked up, if they're scraped up, if I'm Torrey Horton, spend an extra week resting, recovering, get yourself ready to go for later on in this season. Grey Zabel's no exception to me in this situation. Take your time, rest, recover. It'll be okay. We'll see you in a week or two. We don't need you right now. If I'm Grey Zabel, I'm resting because it's the Tennessee Titans. I got another reason why Grey Zabel should rest and recover, plus one extra bit of injury news. I want to make sure that I always get you guys the top-notch injury news here. But before I do that, I got to let you know about today's sponsor, and that, of course, is Prize Picks. The hard-hitting football action is even better with Prize Picks. The weather might be changing, but the feeling of being right never gets old. So keep the season rolling on Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on any 2 to 6 player stat projections, and if your picks are right, you could cash in. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off, which ones are overhyped. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Look at what happened with Devin Witherspoon. Look at what happened with Julian Love. Now, Devin Witherspoon is a little bit closer to apples, but he had a knee injury early on in this season, tried to come back too fast, and then he re-injured that knee, and it took him an extra couple of weeks, honestly, basically a month, before he was able to come back and play for your Seattle Seahawks. Don't make the same mistake with Grey Zabel. Julian Love, we have not seen him back on the field since week 4. He's on injured reserve right now, just trying to rest up and heal that hamstring because Seattle brought him back too fast. Now, there's a multitude of different reasons for it. He could have been good to go for the most part, but just a weird tweak. Same thing with Devin Witherspoon, just a weird tweak here, tweak there. Something just goes the wrong way for you. It happens, man. Injuries happen. And re-injuries happen just as much, if not more, than the original injury. So if you have a player like Grey Zabel, who is such an important cog in your offense, do not let him rush back. Make sure he is 110% ready to go. You've already seen multiple players on this team miss extra weeks that they just didn't have to miss. Because, hey, well, they say they're ready and we think they're ready, so let's go test them out. No. If you think Grey Zabel is ready on a Tuesday, wait and have him do those drills until a Thursday. Wait. Take extra time. It is okay. You do not need to rush Zabel back. It's not the most difficult schedule the rest of the way. You have plenty of time to work him back in. It's going to be okay. Trust that your team, the rest of the guys on this offense, are going to be able to take care of what needs to be taken care of so that he's able to hit the ground running in December and in January, because you are going to need him. If you want to go on a deep run, and I know a lot of Seahawks fans do, and I know a lot of Seahawks fans think that we can, myself included. I still think that, even after the Rams loss. You need Grey Zabel. I saw what this offensive line looks like when you don't have Grey Zabel. There's a lot of your left guard getting pushed right into your quarterback's lap. Now, it might have been overshadowed because of some of the other things, but as someone who used to play offensive line, specifically on that left side, specifically at that left guard, left tackle spot, that's a spot where my eyes are drawn to. I see a lot of things going on over there, and I notice when things are not going right. Grey Zabel is a key player for the Seattle Seahawks, and you do not want to have him miss extra time that he doesn't need to miss, especially this late in the year. Because at this point, it ain't the start of the year. It ain't the middle part of the year. You're on the stretch run. We're doing playoff conversations right now. We're looking at seeding every single week. There are teams that have already given up and are looking at mock drafts. That's how deep into the season you are. So you can't have Zable miss extra time that he doesn't need to miss. So let him work himself back in slowly. It'll be okay. The Seahawks will be fine. The other piece of injury information that I want to make sure I got to you guys as well, Tyrese Knight is going to go into concussion protocol. He absolutely laid a shellacking on that kickoff coverage there for the Seahawks. Unfortunately, he's now in concussion protocol. Fingers crossed that he's able to return to the team soon, because Knight was just starting to play really good football. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time.